Operation Heart Attack, Shannon and Cashay. Yo, the way they gas each other up to do shit is wild. I live for it. What's the point of having girlfriends if y'all can't gas each other up to do some dumb shit? Hey guys, it's V and welcome back to my channel. When I tell y'all I am vexed, I am livid, let's just get into it. So we pick up the show with where we left off last night. The guys chose to save Olivia. They believe she's here to find love. They feel confident with the decision they made. Olivia staying and Aimee and Florita are going home. Now, the girls, and notice I said girls and not women. The girls decided to save Jeremy. What the fuck? The girls decided to save Jeremy because they feel like he's coming out of his shell. He's opening himself up to love. He's making mistakes, but they believe he can make a connection. This man had 3 girls in 3 weeks. Like, y'all can't be dead ass. So Jeremy's staying, which means Jovanny and Wes are going home. Jovanny didn't even have time to make not one real connection. You guys are not even giving him that opportunity. When I tell you the villain's going to be so whack and so dull without his humor. And Wes, his fine ass. Are y'all serious? I feel like they should have saved Aimee and Wes as a couple. And then saved Jovanny. And then whatever girl they wanted to save, I really don't care. Like, honestly, I believe the only girl I wanted to be safe was Aimee. This is why I said 4 people going home was excessive and it was too much. I knew it was too much responsibility for these islanders to handle. This is why the choices should be in our hands. Why 4 people? I knew 4 people, they would fuck up and fumble it. I don't care, I'm so obsessed. I really wanted to stop watching the show, but now I gotta see what's gonna happen. Now I hope no one finds love. Now I hope every single person cheats in Casa Amor. That's how I'm feeling. I don't care. I don't care. Yo, I'm gonna miss Jovanny. But why is Corey hugging Florita goodbye? Florita, get off of him. And did you guys hear when Will told Aimee, like, I love you, I'm gonna see you outside of this? Was I taking that out of context or was it strictly like platonic? I don't know, I took it as, Jeremy and Florita's emotional goodbye. The boy's planning on going to Miami to visit her. And the girl said if he's still single after this, she'll be waiting for him. Florita, go. And I wish you would take in Jeremy with you. Jovanny and Olivia's goodbye, it was so nice and it's so emotional. And it just shows that Jovanny is such a class act. Olivia was giving him a lot of praises in the confessional booth. But girl, she's gonna look back and regret not giving Jovanny a fair shot. Or maybe she's not. Maybe she did. She felt like she gave him a fair shot. But Jovanny's a gem. Can we discuss the music in the background? Whoever is in charge of music, they hit each and every time. I felt like I was watching a rom-com. I was kind of getting a little like, oh my God, like, ooh. And then the rain, it's always raining in Hawaii. And then the rain, it was such a sad night. I can't believe Jovanny's leaving. I can't believe Aimee's leaving. I can't believe Wes is leaving. Who else is leaving? Oh, Florita. Did you guys peep Cashay comforting Cinco? He really thought he was going home, and so did I. Let the thruppling begin. Moving along to Trina and Cinco, the two are so happy because they survived the elimination. by the skin of their teeth. Trina's just happy that they didn't go home and they have more time together. And she's gonna try and work on opening up more to Cinco. Okay. Operation Heart Attack, Cashay and Olivia are having a little chat after the elimination. And Cashay lets Olivia know that it was between her and Florita. And because of what she did today, well, yesterday, what was it today? But because of what she did with Will and how she took the initiative to go up and talk to him, they saw and they seen that she is really looking for love. And that's the reason why she ultimately stayed. Safe to say, Operation Heart Attack worked. Okay, girls. Cinco is now comforting Jeremy because Florita is gone. To cheer Jeremy up, Will made him a Cuban sandwich. That would cheer me up too. Now I want to know what Will's Cuban sandwich tastes like and what Jeremy's coffee tastes like. Both are on my bucket list. So it's the next morning and the Islanders are feeling all the feels from the previous night's elimination. But did you guys see Olivia side-eyeing Kira while Kira was like hugged up on Will? Olivia, you gotta be quicker than that. You gotta be slicker than that. Josh is now comforting Jeremy because Florita left. Like, why is Jeremy getting so much camera time? I can't. Jeremy just said he's gonna make the most out of being there. He also said some other stuff, but I'm mad I was not paying attention. Other girls are beating their faces in their makeup room, and Olivia asked Shannon a juicy question that were on none of our minds. Do you think Josh will ask you to be his girlfriend? Shannon doubts it. She feels that Josh is immature. So why are you with him? Olivia then asks her if she thinks that she'll make another connection outside of Josh. Shannon says this is the happiest she's ever been. She's super picky, and in order for her head to turn from Josh, it would have to be a super out of the gate connection. But girl, Casa Moore's coming up, so I guess we'll have to wait and see. Cinco and Josh are now having a chat, and Cinco is in his feelings about what Cashay said to him the previous day. Cinco still has feelings for Cash, but he likes what he's building with Trina. Trina's finally opening up, but Cashay brought all his feelings for her back. Now the boy is just what ifing. What if I would have stayed with Cash? Josh gives him some great advice. And I'm not even being sarcastic. Josh really did give him great advice. He let Cinco know, you've been coupled up with Cash. Now you're coupled up with Trina. You see how it is with both of them. Which version of yourself do you like better? Mic drop. Cinco gets a text and it's game time. It's the Love Island game, Battle of the Sexes. Guys versus girls. And yes, I said girls because I'm still mad at them because they chose to keep Jeremy instead of Jovanny. First up, Olivia versus Jeremy. It was a time race where they were in boats and they had to like pull themselves and collect hearts on the way. Jeremy won. Next up, Shannon versus Josh. They did like this archery kind of thing where they had to like knock down some pieces. Who knew that Shannon's family owns like an archery business? And Shannon's been doing archery for about 5 years. The fact that Shannon's been doing archery for 5 years, girl, the lie detector determined that was a lie. Josh won. Trina versus Cinco. They had to like throw beanbags into like a hole with different points. You know, like when you go to Chuck E. Cheese and you have like the ball and you have to throw it and it's like 50, 100. Yeah, that's what they did. Cinco won. 3 for the boys, 0 for the girls. Corey versus Cash, and they were like fencing. They had to pop each other's balloons. But honestly, that's not fair because Corey's a guy. He has more of a reach than Cashay. Corey won. The married couple in the villa, Kira versus Will. They had a harness on and like they were strapped to a wall and they basically had to like grab hearts, collect them, and bring them back. It was like a timed challenge. And Kira won. So, boys 4, girls 1. The guys won, the girls lost. And I don't care that the boys won. I'm still mad at these heifers for sending Jovanny home and keeping Jeremy. after that challenge, it helped lift everyone's spirits in the house, so I guess it was good. Now that Trina and Kira, they're having a conversation about their boys. Trina feels Cinco isn't opening up to her, and she's starting to get impatient. She adores him, and she doesn't want to scare him away. Like, girl, if you want this man to be your man, you're afraid to ask him questions? How does that work? She really wants to make things work outside of the villa, and it's safe to say her and Kira are kind of in love because they are willing to move to these men. Yes, Kira's willing to move to where Will lives, and Trina is willing to move to where Cinco lives. After 3 weeks, these girls are in love. So the boys are chatting in the dressing room, and Will asks if him and Kira's PDA is too much. I was like, wow, Will, like, do you feel self-conscious about it? Because why would you ask that question, Buck? But nobody's hating. Nobody really cares. So, Will, you're good. Now, Josh is opening up about him and Shannon. He's letting the guys know that Shannon told him that she's never felt this way about someone and that she's obsessed with him. But I don't think that weird obsession thing. Cinco is now opening up, and he's letting the fellas know that he doesn't get that same... Like, you see how Shannon opened up to Josh? That he doesn't get that from Trina. He feels as if Trina's past hinders her from opening up. He wants to help her, you know, break through that, but at what cost? And I agree. Don't let past issues affect your future or your current. And the boy is thinking about Cash still. So while the boys are in their dressing room having a conversation, Shannon, Olivia, and Cashay are having a chat. Shannon feels that with what her and Josh did in the hideaway, that what they did was such a big deal, like after them having intercourse. So if his head turns, she's not going to be happy about it. She's not going to take the things that he said to her as serious. And I agree, like after being like, are you gonna go turn your head that quick? Like, no, we stuck together forever in this villa. Now, Cashay is talking about how she feels about her chat with Cinco. Cash doesn't want to be disrespectful to Trina because she loves Trina, but the girl just wants Cinco. Cashay, I don't understand why you're trying to be respectful of this. Girl, it's Love Island. Do what you got to do. The same way she did what she had to do what you got to do, girl. If you want the man, get the man. If it's too late, then it's too late, but better late than never. Try, do it or don't do it. Should I get off the pot? Jeremy feels that him and Florita had progressed so much in the 2 days they were coupled up with each other, and he's ticked that she left. Operation Heart Attack, Shannon and Cashay. Yo, the way they gas each other up to do shit is wild. I live for it. What's the point of having girlfriends if y'all can't gas each other up to do some dumb shit? Cashay is just confused as to where Cinco is. Cashay laid her feelings out on the line. And Cinco is still basically showing the same amount of love to Trina. She does not know where she stands with Cinco, and she does not want to feel like she's just a second option. Olivia is just gassing my girl Cashay up. Olivia says, I just cannot not see y'all two together. And Cashay feels as if Cinco is meant to be in her life. She just wants the boy to make up his mind. Now, Trina and Cinco are having a conversation. Trina is having doubts with her and Cinco's relationship because of the love triangle. The love triangle between him, her, and Cashay. Cinco basically tells her, like, Trina, I'm always going to have feelings for Cash. And that Trina and Cashay both bring out different sides of him. But the reason why he picked Trina is because he followed his gut, and he liked the side of him when he was with Trina. But the boy is still what ifing. Like, what if he would have stuck with Cashay? After the conversation with Cinco, Trina is in shambles. This girl is crying immensely. She is crying. I need a big word. She is crying. The girl's just crying crazy. She doesn't want to be with the guy that wants to be with someone else. Like, if she's talking to Cinco, is Cinco thinking about Cashay? The girl just wants to be the boy's one and only. Trina, sorry, I'm not trying to be heartless, but how you get him is how you lose him. Now Cashay and Cinco are chatting. Did you guys see they were matching? Like, Cinco had on yellow and red, and she had on red. Cinco says that he'll always have feelings for Cash. Cashay feels that her and Cinco can progress more than he can with Trina. Him and Trina don't have half of what they have. Cinco says every time he looks at Cash, he thinks about the possibilities. He doesn't know basically how to go about shit with Trina. Cashay ain't playing. Bro, where was this pressure in the beginning when I told you to apply it? Cashay feels that Cinco is different when he's with Trina. That basically they're boring. They bored. They bored with one another. Cashay loves and respects Trina, but Cashay wants that man back. I honestly don't know what Cinco wants to do, but what I'm getting from the conversation is he doesn't want to hurt Trina's feelings. And he said that more than once. So maybe he is leaning towards Cashay. We just gotta wait and see because Casa Amor is coming up. I am not really invested in any couple right now. I'm not invested in Josh and Shannon. I'm sorry. I'm not invested in Karen Will like that. I'm sorry. Who else is a couple? Trina and Cinco, I'm not invested in them. Who else is there? Corey and Cashay, we know they're just friends. They're not a real couple. I don't know what's going to happen. And Casa Amor is coming up. All right, you guys, as always, I don't care if you guys get tired of me saying this. I'll never get tired of saying this. Thank you guys for the love. Thank you guys for the support. Thank you guys for the comments. You guys are so sweet, so amazing, so kind. It's a pleasure doing this. I was nervous in the beginning. Now I'm like opening up more. I'm more comfortable. And it's because of you guys. I guess I'll see you guys on Sunday. It's going to be 2 hours and it's going to be a lot. Casa Amor is back. The Love Island, you owe us. You owe us a lot. Good night, you guys.